Captain, if we're ready to start, we'll hop back in after a devastating scene. The goblin village that Skins has been raised in, and you guys have been in once before. And the beloved, mostly to Skins, but to some others, I guess, Henry, his mentor, stabbed up against a wooden door with a lance marked with King Dwindle, or Prince Dwindle, the new king. You guys ran through the woods with the body on your back, BL carrying it, while Skins led the way, scouting out for his people. Finding your way to the top of the plateau after about half a day's arduous travel, you see in the dark of night, about midnight at this point, a bonfire burning with people cooking and boiling water and doing the survival necessities. But most of them looking rushed, frazzled, or injured in some way, with Jolts turning around and seeing Skins and the rest of the party running up behind him. He turns around, revealing that he's leaning over the near-death, but mostly stable, father of Skins, Kinslayer. He turned back towards you and said, "Hail the saviors, possibly," and walked up towards your direction, coming to more or less talk to you as kinda the leader of this troop at the moment. In this moment, at least.
So, Skins flies down towards Bat, landing Bat almost immediately, getting off Bat and immediately running over to Jolt. Skins immediately goes over to him and puts a hand on his shoulder. Jolt, I need your help real quick. Henry's perished, but there's still time to save him. Then Skins kind of looks over to see his dad on the ground. My father, is he okay?
Your father's fine. Don't worry about him. He was injured. He refused to leave without evacuating as many as possible. He was injured in the fight, but I saved him. He's okay. He's not near death. I don't have a way to revive Henry, however. I keep diamonds in my shop for whenever I do, hopefully eventually get powerful enough to bring those back from the dead, but I didn't have time to grab them. I had to rush to the castle to save the king, you know?
Right, okay. Just keep him here. I know what you can do. You're... Jolts, I know you don't find yourself confident in your abilities, but you are a good cleric.
Up to a certain point.
Use to the best of your abilities.
There is
Yes,
a limit
but
to my
I know...
capabilities, you know.
I know, but I'm trusting on you to take care of Henry.
I'll keep him.
Then Skins kind of looks around. Skins kind of looks around. Where's Iridia?
Rydia refused to come back. She stayed with Henry as they were trying to pack up and leave, fearing the worst and the loss of, the village proper. They stayed back as, once again, distractions, chasing off anyone in the woods that might come near. They fought together, but I don't know how, and they ended up getting caught. But Iridia has stayed out there patrolling, making sure no one comes up against the camp.
Okay, Skins then kind of starts taking out a the albino direwolf pelt he got from earlier. Here, use this to cover up Henry and make sure Iridia does not see him.
I'm certain she knows he's died. But, okay.
Then never mind then. Give this to my father instead then. Just please keep him alive as long as you can. I will try and go back to the village to try and grab something that could help us revive him back.
If my shop's not burned to the ground, it should be a fairly simple operation. Go in, but one of you are going to have to prove somehow that you're part of the army, or they're just going to push you out. But if you go in and get the diamond, it probably isn't that risky.
Jolts, you know how sneaky I can be. I don't think I'm going to willingly walk up to the people who slaughtered our village.
Yes,
So I
but if
think
you
what I'll
are
do is I'll
seen,
just
you will
sneak
be
in.
slaughtered. You see.
What's a few guards, huh?
What's 2,000, you mean? At least. More coming every day.
I believe we'll be fine. And then Skins is going to start walking over to his father. He seems stubborn, adamant that he can do this. He feels like it's almost as if he has to do this for his village. But then, as Skins kind of goes over to his father, he had a red tint since it's kind of becoming night, but the small little light of campfire being around, his eyes turn back to the normal orange beady eyes. He gets down on the ground towards his father, gently grabbing his hand. I'm I'm sorry. Is he unconscious?
Yeah,
Trent?
he right now, he is beyond any sort
Okay.
of conversation. He is just laying there. He's like so close on the edge of death that you figure if you poked him with a sword right now, he would go over the edge.
Skins looks around for a moment, and then he's going to cast Cure Wounds on his father.
You cast Cure Wounds. It stabilizes him more, of course. And one of his eyes open up, the other two swollen to do so. He blinks away. And Jolt just looks at you guys and looks at you as you're doing this and goes, I'm sorry, I couldn't. I could stabilize people, but I've already expended most of my spells today, so. Have a good conversation.
I know, Jolts.
And then he is going to continue
don't worry.
healing.
Yeah. Yes. He's just gonna allow. He understands Jolts' pain of not having that many spells, but he knows that Jolts did his best. Skins then looks at his father. I'm sorry. I wasn't here to help defend the village.
If you were, I probably wouldn't have wanted you to be here. You would have almost certainly died in that battle. Too prideful to let them overwhelm us.
But I wouldn't have. This wouldn't have happened.
It almost certainly would have. It was guaranteed. When the king died and the prince took over, he was going to war. You explained before that there was brewing tensions between the menagerie, and I have overheard from Iridia that there's a pact between the queen and the menagerie. This is a show of force more than anything. We were not allied to either side, and therefore doesn't provoke anything too great. They are just showing they can walk through small villages like it's nothing. Even ones as prepared as us, knowing our rough way of living here.
Skins you kind of see like tears are starting to form in his eyes. His hometown was just burnt to the ground, and he almost feels like as if he's the blame. Skins looks down at Kinslayer, still holding his hand pretty tightly. Okay. You don't have to just stay out here in the wilderness anymore. It's a very dangerous trek, but it's worth it if I can at least save a few hundred of us. There is Skins tries to think, his mind wandering. He then looks back over at William, uh, seemingly trying to remember something, but he can't get the words out. William, you here? William!
Damien!
Is he even here, bruh?
Probably not.
Okay.
Waited 20
I
minutes.
think he's... No, I think he's here, but we can't hear him, because I see his thing moving. Damien, leave and rejoin if you can. Okay, we're just gonna assume he's not here.
Alright, yeah.
Okay. So Skins is going to just like kind of like shake his head, looking over at William, and then go back to looking at Kinslayer. I believe there's hope for us in the menagerie. We're more accepted there, and not near the border of such a hateful kingdom. So I do have to say, it is quite a trek. It is, if I remember correctly, a place called Palmaflora, or what was once called Palmaflora.
There's a land there for us. But our people going to give up our sovereignty. We've been the one and only goblin tribe to survive alone without being hunted.
Father, I know the pride in our people. I know our history. And I know I'm not becoming of a... Skins tries to think for a second. It's not becoming of a fear Elkie. But I have to... We cannot stay here anymore. Not with the war going on, and... I would rather our people be safe than over a piece of land.
Rather be safe than free. I'll convene a council. I hope that we can keep some rights and not be signed over to any sort of group. I understand the reason behind trying to leave, though. The biggest question now is, how do we get all of us down to that menagerie place? We can't go through the Empire. We have to go through the Korean Dynasty. And then even through mountains that separate the two places. It would be an extremely dangerous journey, to the point where many would probably die just trying to make it there.
Like I said, I know the trek is dangerous, but I just need some time to think of a plan. I need to go back to our village to grab a few things for Henry and for anyone else in here. But Skins then kind of thinks once more. He then looks back at Godwin. Godwin,
Yes.
do you have any idea where a teleportation circle close to the menagerie is?
Close to the menagerie. The only ones I can think of, the one that will send us back to Rexingtrum, and the one in the Korean Dynasty. I'm not exactly sure without looking at a map how close that is to the menagerie. But that doesn't keep us from going to discover one and coming back.
No,
We cannot stay for months like this. We would have to flee so far into the mountains. It would be very similar to that march hunted by the ravenous dogs of the Dwindles.
Then march. Save your people.
If we march up to half, we'll die. Do you not have any friends who can teleport you there and back? And even if you do get a circle, how many times could you do it a day? There are nearly 800 goblins remaining up here. If half of us die, that's 400 deaths to get to a location. Our village will not remain. We wouldn't have the numbers to rebuild to any substantial force. We couldn't defend ourselves and be in an even worse position. At least now, if they come up here, we have the woods to benefit us.
Well,
Is there like a port town nearby?
No. Green
There's a-
Dynasty usually
okay.
doesn't have ports and stuff. The closest one you could get to would march you directly through like the Blackshorian Mountains, and you could go to the little village that you found Kingsley at.
we could also. I know that William has the sending stones, and we left one with Arctic in them, so they could give us a teleportation circle down there if they're down there.
But how
'Cause
would
I
they
remember
convey
we-
that message? Like, how would they tell you what it looks like?
Hello?
I could scry on them and go see.
True.
Hello?
Hello.
I had on my mud. What's going on?
They're talking.
About
Yeah, I'm just
what?
talking right now.
Finding a way to get the village to move.
Hmm.
We. I do not want to rely on him again. Skins is then going to immediately look over at William once more. William?
Hmm?
Do you have any way to message Halas, or I know you have the sending stones for our friends down. I'm hoping they're at the menagerie. Could you ask them to see where they are and perhaps ask them for Halas's teleportation circle? He's a powerful wizard. I'm sure he has one.
I can send a message to our friends, but not to us himself. Can we do that?
It'd be very beneficial if we do.
Can we do it today this day? The last session I messaged him, didn't I?
What?
Didn't I message him last session?
No.
I will send a message to them.
To who?
The people who have the sending stones.
Oh, yeah,
The
you
wizard.
messaged them. They told you that Halas was willing to trade a fetched orb for a keep.
Yeah. I was gonna ask
So,
him if,
what do you message them?
well, Tron said something about Halas teleportation circle.
Can you message them something along the lines of, talk to Halas, see if he'll give you a circle.
Teleportation circle.
They will message back, Faye specifically. You realize Halas doesn't know us. I don't even know really who Halas is. I know he's in the tower. We have no proof that you're with us.
I relay the information to Skins and then
Damn it. Okay. There's gotta be. Halas is a powerful wizard. There has to be some way we could get him to know that it's us. Is there any way that we can do it?
Godwin, do you have sending?
No, I do not. But where's the closest town? I could buy it.
You would have to walk either into the Empire or over to the Kryn Dynasty again.
Shit.
And that would probably take you another month
I mean,
of travel
with
just to get back to a major city.
I mean, teleportation. I mean, hey, you could just do that and come back.
Yeah, you could once again, without alerting the Archmage, teleport into their private sanctum. if you wanted to.
Oh yeah, you don't want to do that now, do you?
And then you would have to still walk back, because you have no way to get back here. This is also the same day where the Archmage isn't home, because he just teleported you here. So if you do that tonight, you have no idea what you're going to find in that place without the Archmage there.
Skins has an idea. Skins is going to look at Kinslayer. Where's Wordweaver?
We haven't seen him since the attack. I believe he is several hours into the woods opposite us, near his machine. Last he said, when the scouts heard, he said something along the lines of, it's too valuable to let the dwindles get, and so he was going to defend it with illusion.
Several hours. Skins is going to look at everyone behind him. I have to ask a favor for all of you.
Anything.
I'm gonna go catch Wordweaver. He should have spells that could help us contact the loss. He is, I guess in my eyes, the only bet that we have. I need you all to stay here and protect my village.
Of course.
Move if you have to. Just give me some marking or something that I can remember so I can find you guys.
You want me to come with you?
I can't carry bats. Bat can't carry both me and you, William.
I will lend him my broom.
Well, I can climb myself, but if you want to give me your broom, I'll take it.
It will surely be easier to ride.
Also faster.
Okay. Then William, I suppose you'll come with me. Since is going to look back down at Kinslayer and gently let go of his hand. I promise I'll be back.
He just nods at you.
Skins is going to start running over to Bat, getting on top of him.
I'm going to the Forest of Skins, I guess. I'm gonna go look for his friend.
So, what are you two doing?
Me and Damien are going to go and try and find Wordweaver.
I would like you to make some stealth checks to hide your passage around the village without being spotted by any dwindle scouts.
John, you gonna do that one spell?
Yeah, I'll do passive trace to make our spells make itself easier.
Alright. Oh, it's a plus 18. I need to get on Discord.
I need to turn my lights on. I have not done that yet.
Bro, Sean's been like sitting in the darkness all day. He's a vampire.
Does Bat have to make one?
Stealth check? No, it'll just be part of yours.
Okay. Okay, so I have advantage. Okay, 9's the first number. That's cocked.
18 plus 18 is a 36.
Nice.
Oh,
36, I think.
we both got 36?
So 9 plus 23.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, we're good.
Your party, or not your party, but you two specifically, fly your way around or down the hill, covering it in a far quicker time, in this case, not relying on any party members to chase behind you, and moving at nearly the same speed, if not the same speed. You get down there by the time it is morning. It is technically extremely late. And since you guys haven't rested, you two who are running are now exhausted. Once you get to the village, you fly around and head to the other side, flying into the woods, searching for a Word Weaver. I want y'all to make some perception checks. One of y'all with advantage or
Oh.
both of y'all?
Sean, what's your perception? Because I've got high perception.
I don't know, bro.
I have
Who has the highest perception in the party right
Probably
now?
you.
I have a +6.
Exactly. Let me look at the exhaustion side effects. I
Disadvantage
have
on
disadvantage on this.
Disadvantage. You sure you want me to roll? You want me to roll one as well?
I'm rolling.
All right, you have a straight roll then,
Okay.
because it's advantage and advantage. So
Well, that didn't work out. I wanted to.
bro, that thing went flying.
Oh, 21.
All right. With that 21, you guys fairly quickly, comparatively, even though your stealth is so good that Word Weaver doesn't even notice you coming, you know a small difference in the environment and remember the location of the machine. You know that there's like small barriers of what seem like illusions that are put up in a semi-janky way, obviously extremely rushed. The ritual not quite being completed properly, and it's obvious to anyone who is as skilled as you in finding things. Finding your way back over to there, you hear Word Weaver begin to cast a spell as you land, and then let it fizzle out instead of trying to attack you, recognizing who you are. He does cast a separate spell, however, and determines that you're not illusions as you step through the barrier, hiding yourself from view and entering a small grove where Word Weaver has obviously been living for quite some time, as from his small camp from before, it is now more fleshed out. There's a bigger tent, there's a permanent campfire location, there's like a hanging rack for drying food, and of course the massive machine that has hundreds of arms and conveyor belts that you have no idea what it'll do until it does it. And his hair is frazzled, his wizard robe's muddy and dirty, obviously not clean for a very long time, even though he could probably do that on a whim. And as you guys enter, he just goes, "Why are you here? They're the other direction. Why are you over here?"
No, we found them. Skin says kind of tired. Still having some of the bags under his eyes. But I'm glad to see that you're okay, Word Weaver. But I need your help again.
With what? I can't do anything. If I leave this machine, they're going to take it. It's going to be powerful. They're going to use it.
I just need a simple. What is it? Sending or is it message? Because I keep mixing
Sending.
those two up.
Sending.
I just need a simple sending spell.
I think I have some spells left. I can try. Who you trying to send to? Because it's real hard to do if you don't have some sort of visual.
Do you know of an archmage named Halas?
No, I can't see I heard of him or nothing.
Okay. Skins is going to try and think for a moment. I know. Okay. Okay. Halas is, and then Skins at that point is going to start giving a description of Halas and where he's located, specifically at the tower in Nicodranus.
You begin to give a description, and he like nods along, making notes so he can visualize better. Eventually, whenever you're done describing, he nods and just goes, "I'll try. No guarantees." He begins to mutter and cast a spell, and then begins listing off. I'm assuming you're going to tell him something to tell them, right?
Yeah, I'm going to ask him, pretty much saying, this is Skins. Can we use your teleportation circle?
That message comes through. He goes quiet, listening for a response, and then repeats, "I don't know exactly what he means, but he says that it is inoperational as of right now, and to come there apparently isn't the best move. I'm not sure what he means. He said that he was under investigation at the moment. And that non-allies would be around.
Damn it! Skins is going to then like look over at William. He looks desperate. William, what do I do?
I can't tell us right now. We traveled there, half their party's gonna die. We've tried to teleport them, they might also die. We only got two choices here now. I don't think we have anything else. Like, if we wait a month for Godwin to go get a teleportation, whatever he's trying to get, I don't think anything's gonna work. I don't know.
Damn it.
Don't you have any other allies who are mages of kind? I could try them. If not Halas, then you have to have someone else.
We have the 99, but they don't like us. I don't really know if they can even give us a place there.
What about the Kreen Dynasty? There's no one in the Kreen Dynasty? You don't know any circles there? Someone who's powerful enough to teleport you somewhere else?
We do have a place in the Kreen, but how are they going to allow 800 goblins in
The same
one
way Halas would
teleportation
have to.
circle?
Well, you would have to cast it repeatedly. I could go and help. I am skillful enough to cast teleportation circle. If me and someone else cast it, we could probably get done within a day or so. 50, 60 goblins can get through a circle at once if they rush forward and they know the layout of the building they're going into, of course.
I see. That we do have someone else who could help with that. Okay, so alright, so we'd have to rely on the Kreen a little bit, but it's something. You kind of see that Skins is kind of going to a small bit of hysteria as he's hearing this.
I look at
he
Word
tries
Reader.
to.
Oh, sorry, go on.
Okay, so I know you said that the Kreen doesn't have any ports, but is there like any place where we can probably get a ship there? Or no?
Not in where you're going, no. You would still have to march most of the way across the Empire on foot. The difference is maybe you could get there so it's safer because you're inside of a city, and then maybe move on from there afterwards, whatever Halas has done with his investigation.
So pretty much just having a small respite for the village. Okay.
That's probably your best option. That's what we were suggesting, at least.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. We'll have to do that as long as everyone stays together and doesn't wander off. We should be hopefully accountable for everyone. Wordweaver, you can fly on Bat with me if you'd like. Bat can handle 2 goblins, but can't handle me and William here. But William has his own thing.
Before we leave, may I use your machine again?
Sure, I guess. It's been a lot of upgrades since you last left, and
Oh.
I am hesitant to leave it, Skins, you understand. This right here could be of great benefit to whoever controls it, depending on if they know how to use it or not.
Could we disassemble it and bring it together again?
Oh my god.
No, you can't disassemble this machine.
How many pounds is this, Trent? How many pounds would you
It
say this
is
machine is?
probably 20-foot long contraption of hunks of metal, conveyors, and arms. It is probably several tons.
It won't
Never
even
mind.
fit in the bag of holding.
Yeah, shove the entire 20-foot wide machine in bag of holding.
Alright. I have a broom. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put the wing boots on them. And put on the thing.
Okay, you put the wing boots on the machine, and it sucks it into a small tube, bounces around on the inside, which you can hear like thuds of metal. You hear some chainsaws activate for some reason. What sounds like a cat meowing. Several hands reach down and pull out bits of metal, which aren't part of the boot, and jam them together to make a little circle, to which goes into like a microwave, like heater thing, and comes out the other side. And you reach out at the output section as a large, like a large slide comes out and drops off what looks to be, instead of your winged leather boots that let you fly, what looks to be a large number of small ceramic plates, each of them slightly hovering.
What?
You can easily understand this to be about 25 miniature platforms that can hold up to 100 pounds of weight at a time without slowly falling. And you could probably use them to climb or jump across open surfaces by using a simple bonus action to toss them out in front of you.
I want to put one of the deck of illusions in there.
You can't put one card. You have to put the entire deck.
Oh. I won't put the bag of holding in there.
You want to put the bag of holding in there?
No, I'm kind of scared it'll blow up.
Skins is just gonna rub his eyes a little bit annoyed as William's doing this. But he looks back at Wordweaver. It is. But how do you expect us to get the others to the Kreen if you do not leave this place?
Well, one wizard could probably do it in a day and a half, as long as they ritual cast it.
Do we even have that amount of time, Wordweaver?
I don't know. Depends on how aggressive the Dwindles are. If you somehow subdue them, then probably you have plenty of time. If not, it's a race against the clock. If I leave this machine, they could easily use it against any of our allies.
Okay.
I'm gonna put the hook of Fisher's Delight on there while they're talking.
You put it in there, and a small furnace ignites, melting it down. It eventually, you hear it, more or less banging of metal, re-smithing it into something else. And then you hear a saw cut it in half, grinding against the metal. And now, instead of a normal-sized hook of Fisher Delight, you have two small hooks, each of them slightly runic and glowing. And you know that if you hook this into someone, you become extremely light and float behind them. The difference is they take damage for every minute you do it. Someone's echoing.
I know. It's
Probably me.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Sean, I will kill you.
Okay. I'm gonna put the full thing of Deck of Illusions in there.
Alright, you put the deck of illusions and you hear a hand shuffling it up, saws activating, fires burning, and out the other side comes a entirely different looking deck of similar playing cards, though there is far fewer in number, and only 13 cards remain in this deck, and they each have a face on the back, though you're afraid what happens if you pick them up.
I'm gonna pick it up. I'm gonna pick up my deck. I'm not gonna open
You pick
it.
up the deck. You're not drawing any cards, though, are you?
Oh, Trent, what did you do, bud?
I don't know. What did I do? What do you think I did, Damien?
I'm gonna script this entire session and pull one card out.
All right.
Far away from the machine. I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna go in a little bit of the forest and go.
You walk 100 foot away and pull the deck. What's that deck called, Damien?
Which one?
The deck of cards you know I'm talking about.
Oh,
What's that deck called?
Damien.
What do you want me?
Look at
Do I
these
need to roll a
names.
D13?
I need to know the name of it because I don't know the effects.
Think of many things.
Yeah, that deck.
Well, Damien's dead, everyone. This is
That's
where
what he
William
means.
suffered.
This is an extremely dangerous thing to let your enemies have.
This is a legendary item, bro.
This is extremely dangerous to let your boys have. That's why you have to do this. Roll,
Yippee!
I think it's a D13. right?
No, there's 22 cards
3,
in there.
4, 5. Oh, 22. Sorry, I said 13. It was meant to be 22. I thought it was 13.
I'll be right back.
Oh
So roll
no!
a D22 on MRPG or something.
I have a D. No, I don't have a
You
D22.
don't have a D22. Why would you have a D22?
I have like a D34. I don't know, man. I have some weird stuff. Guys, I can die from this. I'm gonna pull up the deck just have a feeling first.
Damien, I hope you die from this just for trying to
I
get
can't. I can't die, but my soul can vanish.
can't.
And you guys
Yeah,
happened?
you guys would have to get. This could actively cause William to leave the game
For
until
a
you guys go
while.
rescue him.
For a while.
Yeah.
It'll take me. It'll be a while, depending on what I get.
So, oh God, William, what have you done?
Word Weaver
You-
actively warned you of the extreme danger of letting your enemies have this.
Listen, guys, this can get really, really bad.
Alright, turn on your camera. Or not turn your camera, just roll an MRPG, I forgot. What
14.
soul? God dang, Will.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Did you roll an MRPG?
14. Oh yeah, I rolled a 14, which is rogue.
Rogue.
Oh no!
What does that do?
Word Weaver's mad at me.
No. A character of my choice becomes hostile to you.
A non-player character. It cannot be skins.
Yeah. A creature of my choice that isn't a player character is now angry to him. It
Hostile
isn't
to
known
me.
until someone reveals it. The NPC themselves or someone else saying an action that proves they're hostile. Nothing short of a wish spell
Yep.
can end the hostility toward you.
Yep. I pulled a deck and I pulled the card out, and I come back with just a card that has like a rogue on it. I'm like, whatever. I will put it back in the deck.
Put it back
Nothing's
in the
cool
deck.
about it. There was nothing cool about it. That was.
Alright.
You just give me a normal thing of playing cards. Like, what is this?
Word Weaver just shrugs. I don't know.
Huh?
It
Can I
makes
make an
all sorts
Arcana
of
check?
things.
Can I make an Arcana check?
Sure. Make it with disadvantage because you're exhausted.
That is fair though. What is my Arcana? I'm so happy I have the deck of many things now.
You created, you actively created a secondary. There was only one in the world, and Vox Machina had it. You've just created another one.
Yeah, 12.
And to think, all it,
No idea.
Yeah, I got nothing.
yeah, so all it takes is what, like a 500 gold point card to make a dangerous card.
Well, it could make that, but it might
Nice.
make something different because we don't know. It's something random. It's like a wild magic new thing that he's created.
Okay.
Oh yeah, baby. I got the deck of many.
This thing actively
Okay.
changes everything you put into it.
Last thing I'm
Skins-
gonna put in there
skins-
is gonna be the alchemy jug, and then I'm gonna stop.
You put in the alchemy jug. The clay kennel starts back up on the inside. More saws and hammers, and
I got
out
two
comes
of these,
a very, very similar alchemy jug, except this one is shaped more like a mug than a bottle. You have no idea the difference. You just know that you have a very similar alchemy jug.
Alright, so I have one normal and one weird one that's different. Okay.
Okay.
Hmm.
Skins.
Alright, I
Skins
say
is
we
gonna look
leave
at
now.
Word Weaver. I'm just gonna stare at William with the most disappointed face right now.
Well,
No,
you
I
see
mean
the
to-
power of the machine. It's exactly
No,
why I can't leave it.
I meant like we go and do something, like we go and like get your city away. I didn't mean just leave. I mean like go get your city.
I
Like,
know.
safe.
No, I know.
What'd I do
know,
wrong?
William.
What'd I do wrong?
You're doing something stupid
How?
while I'm having quite literally a panic attack right now. Please stop.
This isn't stupid. It's changing my magic items.
Skins is going to look at Word Weaver. As my dumb friend has shown, yes, I do now see the importance of this machine. But we're just gonna have to risk it, I guess. I don't know how Godwin's gonna take this, but we're gonna have to risk it. Then Skins is going to look at Wordweaver. If things go right, if you can never find a place to, or find somehow to get rid of this thing from its current position, meet us in Palmaflora or the Kreen. If we're not at the Kreen, we're most likely in Palmaflora.
Alright, I'll try. I don't know how long I have to stay here. Depends how long the dwindles take. And when I can more solidify a permanency in this illusory magic, I could try and talk to the Kreen and get them down here to guard the place. Depends. I might see you in a year's time, maybe a little bit more or less. See you then.
I do have to say, I have to ask one question before we leave, or before I leave. Who do you want to be your successor? Rydia alone cannot teach all the young goblins magic.
You said you had a wizard.
That is true, but I'm afraid that he might not stay around
Isn't the southern
as
world
long as...
rich with magic? People down there's plenty of people. The only reason I had to be the mentor is because we had no one. If we're joining an empire, just pay one of them. And it won't take long, like I said, a year and a half.
Suppose that's true, but I am definitely gonna miss your crazy graduation shenanigans. But maybe we'll convert the other, whoever we hire, to allow the goblins to just go freely in a nearby isolated place and just cast magic willy-nilly. But I know I'm not king yet, Wordweaver, but I do think that you deserve the title of the Fierically. So, as my power as prince and Mr. Hare, I give you the honorary title of becoming a Fierically.
Well, thank you. I don't know how that's going to really benefit me at the moment. We don't have a village, but I'll be sure to act properly whenever I return. Did you guys come out here just to find me, or was there another mission?
Well, that was the whole point of the message, to try and get the thing on. Wait, Trey, how long does it take to put... do you have... How long does it take for a spell scroll of sending to be...
To be what? To be made?
Yeah.
Probably, I think it's a week's time. I'm not sure. It depends. I think, actually, no, it's definitely more than a week's time. I have no idea.
Okay, I'm just gonna ask them. Well, I don't have any more people to send a message right as of now, so we're just probably gonna head over to the
teleport into the Kreen Dynasty. If you're going to teleport in the Kreen Dynasty, don't you want to let them know ahead of time?
Oh, yes, yes, send a message. I'm sorry, it's a long night.
So you're saying to send the message to Caleb?
Oh, Caleb? I thought... Sure.
Yeah.
Who else in the Kreen Dynasty would you message?
Yeah.
Alright. He will, after you give description, he'll do a similar thing, asking to use the circle. And when he gets to reply back, he shakes his head in a nodding motion. Yeah, they're free. They're willing to let goblins through. They don't necessarily know how many. Ran out of words to easily explain. But they will gladly let you take your allies through. Though there's nowhere for them to stay, it'll be on
Thank-
them to find passage or build a little encampment on the outside of the walls of sorts. I don't know.
We're a crafty village, Weaver. You know this better than anyone.
Rosan is
We'll
a
be
dangerous
fine.
place, especially the outer walls.
It is true too, but I have a feeling that our people will come through.
Let's hope so. I'm out of spells now. I can't message anyone else, so if that ends up not working, we'll have to wait a day at least.
Before I do leave this exhausting journey, I want to ask for a wizard friend of mine. Do you have any spell scrolls of any kind?
Not many. No, I spent most of my time building this machine. You see, it's all-consuming for the most part. I have 1 or 2 spells of Scorching Ray, though I don't know if any of that would be extremely valuable.
You have perhaps a spell of sending? Yes, do you have one?
Not in paper form. We don't message people out of the village all that much, sadly. I didn't spend any sort of gold value on creating those, no. I created defensive spells for this scenario. Sadly enough, I wasn't in the village.
I see. Well, thank you. Skins is going to look at William. Just let's leave now. The Skins is going to
Make sure you don't do
beyond
use
that.
anything on the machine before we leave.
What do I have to use, William?
I don't know. I was just asking. Maybe put one of your arrows in them. It might become magical. Hey, you have a lot of arrows. Just go
I
and
doubt.
try it.
Fine, just one. And then Skins is going to, with Bat, fly over to it and just drop it in. Just drop one tiny arrow in it.
You drop an arrow in, you hear saws and snapping of wood, and what sounds like stapling together. On the other side, you receive 4 darts.
Yeah. No. Skins is just going to look over at William.
Well,
Let's
it's
leave.
not always a guarantee you get something good, but you know, yeah, let's go.
Alright. We start heading back to the journey.
So are you heading back to the encampment?
Yep.
Alright. The rest of you, during this journey, as in Biel, Godwin, and Fabian, and Nim, what are you guys doing during this journey, or this time where they are gone, and you have really nothing to do but sit around with injured and fearful goblins?
Godwin, pretty much this entire time, has not left Fabian's side. Like, he has not let Fabian be alone for a single moment.
You leaving that all night?
Go with the bed on?
No,
Did you guys just unmute yourselves to have background conversations?
Actual liberal box. So like,
We're your mom's in here.
Yeah.
One second.
yeah, fear. Don't you act like that to me.
I figured he was in there because I could hear your voice.
I'll come in there and whoop your ass.
Hey, get his ass, Missy.
That her there has a bad attitude.
Yeah, we'll get you.
Okay, sorry. Well, your brother's talking to you. Okay, go ahead. I'm listening now. Sorry.
What were you doing, Garmin?
Fabian.
Yes.
I listened to that whole conversation, didn't understand none of it, son. And you sound British on the phone.
That's the point.
Fabian, what do you think we should do next? I feel that we should help Skins. relocate his village, but after that, I'm not sure. I know you are probably itching to get out of here.
I don't want to stay around, but sure, let's do it. I don't know. I'm partly lost, but I'll play along.
And there's one more thing. I have found an ally who can help us get out of that organization.
Who?
His name is Caleb Willowgast. I think that's his last name.
Close enough.
Never heard of him.
Well, he is a powerful mage. And he said that Luke and Astrid would not raise their hand against him. And I have reason to believe.
Well, if you think, I've not heard of this, but I don't know this mage. But if you feel like you can trust him, then let's do it.
All right. I have a feeling we are going to see him again very soon. And I have a teleportation circle that I can go to at any point.
Really?
Yes. So whenever we are ready to meet him, just tell me.
There's a lot of interesting things about you that I did not expect.
I got up to a lot while looking for you.
I can see that. But anyway. Anyways.
I'd like to have a Kamado.
What's that?
It's a beer and tomato juice.
Ew.
These conversations are so wacky, dude.
I'm sorry. I was doing all that while we was passing around a joint.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
With drinks.
Yeah.
I ain't in here.
Oh, it's getting hot.
Ooh, singing Roger.
So
This is the good
I think can Biel listen to can he hear the conversation, Ethan?
If you want him to, Godwin wouldn't feel too threatened by your presence nearby.
He's gonna walk up. He's gonna walk up to you. And goes, "We're not blood brothers. I consider you as family. If you need help, I'll help you. That is a promise."
No, BL.
Hello.
I will not ask you to get yourself involved in this.
Yellow is daisies.
Oh, yeah.
I am not that retarded.
You saved my life.
Somewhere else.
I owe you one. We'll get involved in anything if it means helping you.
Thank you, brother.
And Godwin's gonna like slap his arm onto BL's, like doing the Indian handshake.
Like, I do it with equal amounts of enthusiasm.
I'm sorry, we won't smoke pot together and work hard.
Oh my god.
I'll follow you to the ends of the earth, brother. That's a promise.
Thank you, BL. I will keep that in mind.
He'll look at Fabian and he'll just go, "I don't know who you are, but if you're a friend of Godwin's, and especially a brother, then you're a brother of mine." And he goes to shake his hand. You guys can't see it, but he's shaking my hand in real life.
Is your hands that sweaty always? Or is that just
I'm a
right now?
werebear. What do you expect?
God damn. So sweaty. What?
Dying because it's too hot. Well, no,
Ugh.
not like hard in my mouth, but the flame right there.
But anyways, do you guys know Druid smoke weed? No, I'm kidding.
Second degree burn. Here, I have a cart for that. Easier.
Oh, get 3rd-degree burns. Oh my god.
I'm done.
Who wants the rest of this?
Here, bro.
Yeah, pretty much, guys. We're just our characters are having an Indian smoke sesh around the campfire while the goblins are obviously dying.
Yeah. Blake can druidcraft. Blake can druidcraft some weed for us.
Oh, this is some good shit, guys.
What is this called? Midnight Haze? What was that called? It was a cough from hell.
What do you want?
That's canon. We did that. Yeah, bro.
Okay.
I mean, probably not.
Drive me.
Yeah, sure. I'll drive. I'll drive you. Well, I'm high and I've never really driven my car. Yeah, it's a good idea. Good idea. Perfect idea.
I think I trust you. I would trust you. I'm gonna go.
All right, what are the rest of y'all doing?
Sure,
These guys.
You said that. It's like,
Smoking.
okay.
Actually, yeah, that's the entire party. So never mind. Back to William and Skins.
Yep.
They end up flying through most of the morning and returning about 3 a.m. 3 a.m. in the morning. The sun hasn't quite risen, but it takes a good journey, and you are like in a full level of exhaustion. If you rested now, you would just get rid of it. But you return to the village without being spotted fairly easily, leaving word we were behind in the woods. And you see most of your party in a small circle, like around the camp or like next to the campfire, smoking something out of a pipe that they're passing around.
See that whenever we pop up?
Yeah, you see that whenever you return.
Hey, give me some of that!
Skins kind of like when he flies over, he sees everyone just kind of like fucking around. Immediately, his eyes turn red, like almost as if a spell is casted over him. Not only well, then again, it's red because it's night. So fuck you. Skins lands down, walks over to everyone, just stares at them. What are you guys doing?
Are you on their cousin?
Hi, Trent's mom.
Hi.
I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Right, what are you doing, Skins?
Skins, you know that smoking
I just
kind of calms the mind. They're probably nervous.
Skins kind of like clenches his fist a little bit, looks up at William.
That's just true, but people get addicted to that kind of. But no, that seems like our druid friend is a crack addict. I like that.
William, if I wasn't so tired, I would whack all of you.
I'd happily take it.
Skins is gonna look over at Godwin. Godwin, you have permission to send the goblins to the Green. Please do that as much as you can. And Skins is just going to pretty much just like pass out, falling over to the ground.
Yeah, don't we have like 2 exhaustion points?
Just one.
Oh, okay.
So, Godwin is gonna break away from the pipe weed session, and he's gonna go and cast Dimension Door as a ritual as much as he can.
So you're going to start the ritual to bring them over to Caleb's tower, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Alright. You begin to cast your spell, spending 10 minutes to complete such a spell. Also, Nim, you are technically there, so yeah, you can kick William, or any of them. So you just start chasing William around, kicking them. But you start casting spells and ushering goblins through with the help of skins, garnering their trust. Alright, you just walk around and start kicking the one smoking pipeweed in the back of the head every time they stop. But you start ushering goblins through. About 40 goblins go through in each burst. And you know that it'll probably take you a solid day and a half of just constantly casting this ritual spell to usher most goblins through.
What if I sleep?
What?
What if I forego sleep?
If you forego sleep, it'll only take you about 3/4 of the next day. So probably about till dusk of the day that's upcoming, you could probably get them through.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do.
All right. Spending the night, foregoing that long rest you are taking part in, you immediately gain an exhaustion point, but begin casting this spell as quickly as possible, just doing ritual after ritual after ritual. Over time, the goblin numbers begin to decrease, and the sun's rays begin to settle in on the mountaintop. About halfway through the day, some whistles are heard and bird calls, which skins can easily decipher as warning, and a small contingent of maybe 4 or 5 scouts are reported to have been seen walking up this direction. And then, shortly after, have been reported to have been dealt with by Iridia. Whatever that might mean. Even later in the day, getting closer to that dusk timeline, this is about midday, 2 to 3 p.m. Another contingent is spotted, this time larger, more formidable, and searching for the first. Only about 15 soldiers or so, but far more cautious. And you know that Iridia does attack them again. You get word of it, though there are so many that she only kills a few of them. As they go up here, you guys ready your spells and arrows, and you meet them being the main defenders, except for Godwin, who is still deep in casting, of this camp. You're the only ones who are really capable of fighting. The Sharik could fight, but they want to reserve themselves as much as possible for any last-ditch efforts. If you would like to, you could go out there and be advocates or talk or try and convince them not to come up here or whatever. But as of right now, there's about 13 guards or so who have just been attacked by Iridia, and several of them are damaged and have arrows in their body. But they are walking up this hill steadily. And if you want to, you could go out and meet them.
Hey, I have disguise self. I could disguise myself and go up there as one of the guards and be like, hey, I saw her. Or wait, can I cast disguise self on someone else?
I'm not sure. Is it a range of self or range of touch?
It is a range of self.
Then only yourself.
Don't you have that hat though? Or was that someone else?
I'm pretty. That was.
I think it's a team anyway.
That had that.
Oh, okay. Skins is gonna go look over at Godwin. Godwin, stay here and just continue casting the spell. Skins is going to look over at William, Nim, and Biel, and Fabian if he wants to. Could you four provide a distraction or give a reason for them to not come up here? I can't go because I'm a goblin and they'll get suspicious, but if they somehow manage to get past you guys, I won't be too far behind.
I don't think Biel, Fabian, Nim, or William are paying attention.
I didn't know I was muted. Sorry. I was trying to say William is not noticing what you're saying because he's studying his new deck, trying to find out what it is. Because he can sense magic from it. So he's deep in thought, what in the world does these things do?
Skins is gonna look at William. William, I need your expertise here.
Huh? What?
Kind of snaps at him.
Hmm?
And then he kicks him once again.
You're gonna give me brain damage one day.
You already have brain damage.
I have the intelligence.
William?
What?
William? I need you, maybe BL, maybe Fabian, and if Nim wants to, go up to the guards and try to stop them from coming this way.
Oh. I can't do it alone. I'll need someone
If
to come with me because I can't handle those many guards, especially if you have to fight them.
exactly, that's why I'm not going to be too far away. If things go too wrong, I won't be too far away. I'll probably be hiding in the trees with Bat.
He looks at his cards and gets an idea, and then looks at everybody else. Everybody wants to go with me? You three? Then me, baby, and yeah. I do have an idea.
We'll assume that Fabian and BL are just too busy smoking a pipe.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
So it's me and
That's
Nimi.
basically their scenario right now. IRL and in game.
Oh
Um,
boy.
Well,
that?
I feel like our best course of action here is to falsely tell them a direction of where your other mentor went, and hope she didn't actually go that direction.
Oh, what direction is this way from the guard?
What direction is what way from the guard?
If the guards are coming this way, which direction are they going?
They right now are heading north from the village.
Okay, so they're heading north towards us. Which way was it that we went to Word Reaver?
Southeast.
Southeast. Okay, so I'll tell them.
Northwest.
Yeah, I was trying to think, but they're coming north, so they might notice you. Might just say full on west, just straight west.
Actually, maybe it's not a good idea to bring Nim there because she is a drow.
Oh yeah. Okay, I'll try to go my CP self by myself. I'll walk up to the guards.
I'll follow. I'm gonna follow behind William, trusting mainly Nim to protect Godwin while he's ritual casting.
I have plan A and plan B. Okay, plan A, tell them where they are. They don't listen. Plan B is pull a magic trick.
All right. You
And,
guys head to go meet the guards. Yeah.
Question. Okay, we don't have an exhaustion point no more. We're fine, correct? Everything's okay.
All of
I
you
think we're-
except for Godwin don't have an exhaustion point.
Okay.
Hey.
I'll still be a
You're
little
casting.
tired though.
Of course you have.
I just woke up, so
I'm
I'm a little tired.
I'm rolling stealth checks
Alright.
for
I'm
both
gonna-
me and Bet.
Okay.
The rest
I
of
will
you
walk-
are staying visible, though, right?
They should also stealth.
Yeah, definitely Nim. If Nim's going, she needs to stealth.
Nim, if you're going with me, you better stealth away. Because they will get mad.
So
and we will
28
be
for
in a
Bet.
fight. Okay. Roll a stealth check, Nimmy.
Natural
that-
20 for skins.
I saw that. Nimmy, is that
19.
without modifiers or is that with modifiers? With the route. What's your stealth modifier? What's your stealth?
Either
plus?
way, it's good enough.
It's-
There's no
it's
other
probably
question.
fine.
Yeah. So William
Oh.
is going visible, and he's the only one that's staying visible.
Yeah. It would have been better if I looked like one of them, but it's too late.
All right. You march out to meet these threats with
Yeah,
your
28 is
party
fine.
hiding behind, heading your way through the forest, slowly but surely, finding your way up to a battered and bruised version of about 13 guards that remain out here. One of them is carried on a litter right now, being dragged through the woods, obviously injured, but the troop know that he's not in serious enough danger that they need to head back at this very moment. And they're angry, obviously. And as you approach, several of them raise spears. One of them cocks a crossbow back and points it at you. A few more have bow and arrows drawn.
Hands go up. Sorry, I was just if you're looking for the other like, powerful being, they are west.
A powerful
saw-
being. What are you talking about? How do you know,
know what-
who's West?
The mentor, I was chasing him down, but I got lost.
You're not wearing any armor from the righteous brand.
No, but I have the same ideals as you. I want to take down that person.
Then
So
why
they
are
went
you
west.
part? You're not part of this traveling group. Everyone here has the armor of the righteous brand. Righteous
Of
brand.
course. I am saying I have ideals as you. I want to stop at that mentor, but they
Why are
got
you
lost.
out here? Is the
I was trying
question.
to find them. I got lost. And then I saw you guys and I saw, oh, I
Not
know what
in
you
the
guys want.
woods. Why are you in the vicinity?
Because I thought he would be around here.
Why were you there before you met the creature, whatever you call it?
I've known this creature.
You've known the being that fires the arrows through the woods? How?
Yes. A bad past.
And so you just happen to be here when the Dwindles march?
Yes, be a coincidence. But it's a good coincidence because now I can help you, or if you don't want me to help. I know the
Make a
last time
deception check.
Alright.
I don't know where my dice tray is, so I gotta go get it real quick, Kirby.
Damien, bro,
Huh?
you just fumbled so hard.
I know I
Yeah,
did.
you're gonna get better acting skills, bro. uh, William needs to go to a bard college, bro.
29. I won, bro. I'm good. That was good acting. What are you talking about?
What? You got 29?
29. I'm good, dude.
Nice.
What are you talking about bad acting? That's good acting, dude.
Alright, deception check.
All right,
29.
fellas. 29.
29, yeah, you're good. They can't
Yeah.
sense that even unless they got nat 20.
Yeah, I'm good.
He just kind of like shakes his head. I don't
I
know.
point west.
Can't tell if you're lying or not, but it's real suspicious, you understand?
Well, yeah.
So you're saying they're that way, right?
Yes, west. Yes, west.
You're coming with us then. And when we see the one who fires the arrows, whoever it might be, you'll kill them.
I'm injured.
Are you now? I don't see a scratch on you.
Oh, not. Well, okay, fine. I'll go with you.
Good choice.
Mm-hmm.
They grab you by the arm. The leader one does, letting his shield be wrapped against his side instead of on his body, keeping just a long sword. And it begins to, like, with hand against you, began to march you west in search of Iridia.
Mm-hmm.
Time passes,
Skin.
and no Iridia is found, with Skins and Nim following behind. What are you doing something? You doing something, Skins?
Skins is just rubbing his face as William is walking away with, knowing that whatever he said was probably the most retarded stuff ever.
No, it's working. They're not going for you guys.
Skins ain't gonna do anything, but if he sees swords being drawn on William, he's shooting the what seems to be the leader.
Listen, all you know is that this is a good thing because now they're not going for Godwin and them, so they can get all the goblins out before they come back.
Willow, what is your obsession with kicking William, bro?
You're not gonna do that.
I'm gonna sneak right up behind him and kick him in the back of the head.
Listen, I'm actually doing a good thing because now they're going away.
Yeah,
But
from how they're gonna
as
slaughter William.
time passes,
They won't kill me.
you
You want me to show you a magic trick? I'm kind of bored.
it's only been an hour. You're a child.
Yeah, an hour of walk. I'm pretty young. Don't let the gray hair fool you.
Fair enough. No
Listen, I got
bloody
this
business.
Well, okay. I'm gonna
He
pull.
draws his short sword or his long sword, and he has it like right against your chest,
Yeah.
like poked against your leather armor. Probably not in a very smart way. Like that probably wouldn't pierce it if he thrust at you, but he has it pressed against your armor in a threatening manner. And several more pick up some like crossbows and have them at the ready as you try and do this magic trick.
You see skins, not skins. William looks around, trying to find skins for a second, winks, gives a little grin, and pulls out the cards.
You pulling another deck?
I'm pulling the cards out. Now watch this show, everybody.
Magic trick with cards? Really? The men begin to lower their crossbows, shake their head.
I'm gonna pull. I'm gonna roll a d22.
You're gonna pull another card, Damien?
Well, I said you want me to show you magic tricks. They're calming
Oh
down,
my god,
and
bro.
I'm seeing that Skins and Nimi's not doing anything. So I'm like,
Okay.
I gave him a signal to do something. They didn't do anything over that wink. I'm gonna have to pull
You're
a card out.
trying to
Okay,
die.
okay,
but
okay. Okay,
I'm gonna have to pull a card out.
If that
At this
wink
point.
was if that wink was a
That wink,
signal, I
the
didn't
wink
know
was a
was a
signal
signal.
of because he's sweating harshly. He's like, wink, wink, guys, help!
Okay.
And he's gonna pull a card if you don't get anywhere.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know the wink was because usually when someone winks at someone, it usually means I got this. Especially when it comes to William.
This is a complete opposite wink.
So are you or are you not pulling the cards?
If I don't see them do anything very soon, I pull a card out.
Yep.
I want you to make an insight check because, like you
Skins is-
said, you thought it was the other way around. I want you to be since you weren't gonna do anything, but now you are because of metagame. I'm gonna make you make an insight
Okay.
check versus a deception check.
Or gonna be a persuasion check because I'm trying to show
Yeah,
it's
sure.
a sign.
Deception or
Okay.
persuasion, your choice.
It's supposed to be a sign of help.
And both Skins and William can
Okay.
make insight checks.
Okay, I'm making an insight check.
17.
Ooh, there's no chance
Yeah.
you know, dude.
Well, William,
the issue
it's good to
is
see you,
you
friend.
have no idea. 19 isn't enough, Nim.
Yeah.
And neither is that. They don't do anything.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm gonna pull a card out.
Alright. Roll a
Well,
D22
here goes
and it might be
William,
you.
fellas.
Rip.
15. I know. That's right after Rogue.
Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Everything
6.
besides my magical stuff that is of wealth vanishes. besides
Okay, which
magic.
one was that? Which one is that?
That's ruin. Everything that I own that is of wealth, besides that of magical, are just vanished.
Portable property vanishes. Okay. Alright.
Anything that I own,
You
I
now
own vanishes.
have
But my magical
nothing.
stuff,
You have
Well,
nothing
no.
but magical items.
which is all my clothes, my sword, my shield, everything I need.
Your gold, however, all of it is gone.
I had like 1,500 left. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
They see a couple things vanish off my body, and I go, and I give like my hands up. And I'm like, see, ta-da!
Yeah, that like your undershirt just vanishes and he's like, "Yeah, I don't know how you did that. But I mean, that's not impressive."
Not impressive. I want to see you try and do that, huh?
Fine. He takes the card, the deck card, and begins to shuffle it. And he
I put the
slays
card
out a
back in
card.
first.
He slays out a card and tells you
I'll roll.
and like
I'll roll
pulls one
D22
over.
first.
Do it.
I'll roll the D22 for him.
Yeah, he pulls one over and flips it towards you. Remember your card, and as soon as he pulls it and points it towards you, that's why you get to roll a d22 for this guy.
He gains 50,000 XP in a wondrous item.
Okay, so he draws the card. Take a look at your card, he says, smiling confidently, and then he seems far more sure-footed. His blade is held with far more esteem, and he is about a 5th level character.
And he gains an item.
Yes. Oh, and his sword all of a sudden begins to glow a dim, fiery color and burn slightly. In like
Ta-da!
radiant light.
Damien, did you just create a boss fight for us, bro?
I put the card back in, and I put the pack back up. I'm like, see?
Now that is a
Cool.
good trick. What is
It
this
is.
thing?
It's a really cool trick. I made the cards myself.
He slices a tree and it just like knocks into it.
Dude, that's so cool. I created these cards myself. I know. It's really cool. I can't tell you how I did it, but it's really cool. And
You
it's
know,
not
I like
taking-
you, man. You're pretty cool.
Yeah,
Let's
you're
keep
pretty cool
moving though.
too.
We have to find this wherever they are.
Of course, yes. Let's keep going.
And then as soon when Skin sees him like hit a tree, how big was the dent on the tree?
The sword is burning of like a fiery radiance, so the tree begins to smolder slightly, and like become a darker shade. And he slices fairly like halfway through a small tree. Not a super, super thick tree, but like a tree you'd walk outside and say, oh, that's a small tree. He cuts like halfway through it, which is far more than you suspect any of them could before he got that
Yeah.
weapon.
Yeah, yeah. As soon as Skin sees that, yeah. So William, have fun there. He's going to shoot. He's going to fire an arrow.
You see him do that. Okay, I will say, instead of going into combat here, if you're just going to kill this group, then there's no point to do combat. You're going to win. There is nothing they can do to stop you from demolishing them, even with just 3 of you. Skins could never be seen. They would never see
Can I
them.
roll? Can I roll?
I
Can I
mean,
roll
sure.
at least because this is the prize round, correct?
Yeah, but there's no
Okay.
chance they're going to stop you.
Okay.
Yeah, we're winning this
Uh,
fight. I'm just trying to get them away, but hey, now we got to fight. We got a big fight to do.
I mean, he's
Natural
only
20.
got
Nice.
one
Double
character.
critted again.
Okay, he dies. He dies.
Wait, which one is he shooting?
The guy with the sword.
I shot the leader. So
yeah.
So what happens? So what happens before a black screen appears? Skins sees the dent in the tree turn dark and like be halfway almost destroyed. Skins kind of like worries a bit, picks up an arrow and is like almost as if like it was a protective sense and how angry Skins is against the dwindling empire. Once again, like the fears and the angries from the Kreen, 2 lightning bolts shoot out, evaporating this man. This man drops everything that he had, including the sword.
I pull out my sword and
Skins-
like, get ready. I'm like scared.
And
I look
Skins-
at the rest.
Skins comes out with Bat jumping down on the ground while Bat is going to start chewing on people's face. But then we skip there.
Yeah. This guy's walking along, smiling at his newfound, apparently, sure-bladedness, and the skill, or the magical blade, and he's smiling along like, you're pretty cool, man, but we should probably get moving. And his face contorts in agony as his skin peels off of his face, and he just eviscerates into, like, skeletal form before falling into a pile of ash. The others scream and begin running, but you're vicious, chasing them down, carving between them. And you find, after the battle, you find a wondrous item. What it is it is a long sword, +1, that does a d8 of radiant damage alongside its regular damage. It's not insanely powerful, but it is just a blade that does damage.
I pick it up as they go after them, like, and I help them afterwards. I pick up the weapon and I try it out, fighting them. Is it attunement?
This item is not attunement, no.
It's not attunement?
But you swing it around, and one thing you do note is whenever you strike a tree, you hear in your mind a very quiet, "Ooh, ow, God, damn." And then eventually, like, when you stop, he just goes, "Why are you hitting me? God!" And it's the
tree
man.
or the sword does that?
Yes, it is the man trapped inside his own sword. Because you killed him with it. If you die, your soul goes in the blade.
I look at Skins and I'm like, Skins, the person you just killed is in the sword.
Skins is like pulling an arrow from behind a Dwindle's Dwindle's skull. He kind of looks at William a bit confused. What?
Every time I swing, he says stop.
Yeah, I say, stop, you're punching me in the face. You're slamming me against wood. Wait,
Sorry.
what do you mean I'm in this sword? What do you mean? And you almost feel like the gaze of the sword is moving around as he has perception of the area around him, similar to your buckler. But he doesn't seem to recognize exactly that he's part of a sword, and he's like thinks you're just shaking him around or something, and you can like feel a intense confusion passing over the man.
Is he talking in my mind or is he just talking out loud through the sword?
He's talking in your mind. You can't, like, no one can hear him but you. The
Skins,
same
here,
way
hold
only
the
your
sword.
shield can be heard by you.
Skins, hold the sword and just swing it once towards a tree. Maybe not hit the tree, but just swing the sword.
Okay, Skins is gonna like just look at William as he's crazy.
I'm not
grab the sword and just like start shaking it a little bit.
You grab the sword. As soon as you do that, you hear the man like he like makes a noise like he's trying to punch you. Just goes, "There you are, you bastard!" And he's acting like he's trying to punch you with his voice and your mind, but you have no actions to accommodate it. And you shake it around. He just goes, "God, why are you so strong? Why are all of you so strong?"
Calm, hey, calm down.
Why are you a giant?
Hi. Hi. You're in a sword. I did not expect this to happen.
What do you? You didn't explain that to me. The other one didn't. What do you mean I'm in the sword?
I don't know. You're here. Are you the guy I shot at? Are you the guy I melted into nothing?
Was that what that was? And you sense him like looking, trying to identify a body and failing. And you hear him quietly begin to sob as Nim grabs the sword out of your hand.
Okay.
Now Nim has the sword.
We gotta break that sword, dude. I gotta let him free.
How do we? Wait a minute. Skins is having a small panic attack, and he has no. This hasn't happened to him before.
So you both alerted the Dwindles when this troop doesn't return, and now you have a man trapped in his sword that you gave him but a moment before. Your body was disintegrated, and your consciousness passed to the sword, Nimley calmly explains, and you hear, like, great echoey sobs coming from the sword as he's digesting the information and crying out in terror and sadness at what his eternity is going to be, being manhandled by giants.
May I see the sword, Nimmy? I need to have a word with him. Nimmy is typing.
Skins.
No,
Keep my bag rolling till you calm down.
Don't do that, don't do it. Let me see it, please. Let me see the sword. Before you do that,
calm down, as if this isn't purpose, like, entirely justified. And no.
Ask him, he's a person still. Ask him if he wants to talk to me. He's still a person.
Yeah, I'm still a person.
Does he want to talk to me?
Well, that's up for Nim to say, because Nim's the only one who can hear him. He responded to you, but you can't hear him.
Let me ask you to talk with him.
If there's a way to get out of this, I would rather return to my god than this. This is torture. You're a giant. You're all... I have no control. I'm just here to feel pain when you smack me against something. He said no.
We should probably let him be free. I don't want to keep him locked up in a bag. As a sword that can't move.
No. Okay, everyone, calm down. Okay, Nim, give me the sword.
Just no.
No, Nim, just give me the sword. We're not putting him in the bag. Just give me the sword.
We're not gonna put him in any bag. That is so.
You do realize you guys have no way to break this sword, right? It's a magical blade.
We know, but we don't want to put him in a sword or bag.
And after we do what we came here for.
Give it to Skins. Skins has a right mind. He can probably talk with him, make him calm down instead of putting him in a bag to calm down. Well, yeah, he's still a person. He has mind.
Skins. Okay, Skins is going to grab the sword out of Nemi's hand.
He's gonna take it.
Yeah.
Fine, I'll talk to him. No.
Okay.
Skins takes the sword back from you.
Okay. Okay. All right. We'll figure out a way to fix this. You're gonna have to bear with us for a moment. Right. Okay. So, I'm not gonna put you in a safe. I feel like that'd be wrong. I'm gonna keep you out in the open so you can see everything. So, and maybe you sightsee for a bit.
Yeah,
I'm
sure. Sightseeing.
I'm gonna look at mommy and like whisper to her, "Is this how you are?"
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Are you
I'm
something
perfectly
trapped in a?
content being here.
Okay.
And what
Okay.
could be closer to you than your shield? Maybe your armor.
You want to be my armor?
Now that would be a joy.
That would be a joy.
Willow,
Anyway,
William, stop talking to your magical weapons. And Nim, I'm not gonna use him in battle. That feels wrong. I'm just going to keep him on my back, so he can just stay there for a bit.
what's your name, sword?
Uh,
Sorry, person. What's your name?
I don't guess I get a choice in that anymore, do I?
No, what was your old name?
no. What's your name? What's your name?
Your name, friend.
I don't know. I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? You don't remember your name?
My name was just Thomas. But that doesn't sound cool. At least I want to be a cool sword.
Okay. Thomas the Destroyer. How's that sound?
That just sounds like you're trying too hard. Like, how about,
How about Daddy? No, I'm kidding.
Sunblade of Sunblade of something. Yeah, we'll come up with that later. For now, I don't even know if I don't like talking like this. I'm just gonna go dormant if I can. If that's even possible. I need to sort some stuff out in my mind, man.
This guy's gonna be a new party NPC for us.
Just sleep it out, okay, friend?
I don't even
sleep
know
it
if I
out.
can sleep anymore. And he goes back into sobs.
Do you think you can move on your own, or are you like forced as a sword?
Oh no! Drop me!
Alright, I'll
Throw
pick
me in
him
the
up
air.
and I'll pick him up, raise him up, drop him.
He just falls to the ground. He has
Yeah,
no mobility.
I'll pick him up again. I'm sorry, friend. Oh. It was just a magic trick. I didn't even know this happened.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm gonna head back. I'm gonna tell everyone what just happened. Skins is then going to like look around for a moment, seeing the tracks that are from the contingency of this place. Skins looks at the eviscerated corpse, and he's just going to just like start taking the bones and trying to dig up a place. Basically, what he's trying to do, he's going to try and make this look like it was like a dire wolf attack.
Dire wolves very often eviscerate corpses, like with turning them to ash and such. Like dire wolves don't leave just the bones of a burnt skeleton. So you try your best.
Is there anything that does lightning? Is there like a creature who does lightning damage in this place?
Not really. That's more like an isocrossing animal. These are just really massive animals. Like Green Dynasty is just a bigger version of.
I'm hiding the bones.
Okay, you try and hide some bones. Make a survival check to see how well you can mimic a direwolf attack. Because like the other corpses have cutting slashes and magic on them, and arrow holes, and this one has eviscerated.
Well, around where the magic is, I'm gonna put like chunks of it is missing, or like claws are all over the place.
Yeah.
Like,
you can. Yeah, that's what I mean. You're trying, but just make a survival check.
Yeah. Okay. Survival check.
I'll get Skins do this.
I can get advantage on this, even though I'm a ranger.
I put my hands on my side and feel my pouch empty, and I'm like,
okay, Trent, I have a question.
Yeah.
Since I'm trying to mimic a direwolf, and direwolves are technically beasts, would I have advantage on this?
No. Actually, yes.
Okay.
I'll give you yes.
Okay, because
you do know the enemy enough to try and make it very similar.
Yeah. That's a
Natural
natural
20. All right. You make this look like an extremely good direwolf attack. If they find the bones, they'll still find the bones. Like, there's no way this holds up against the bones. So, now I want you to make a stealth check for the bones. Well, how well you hide them. So, just no advantage,
Okay.
just a straight roll stealth check. Where how well you hide that corpse, because that corpse is a definite giveaway.
No. Okay, no advantage.
Nope. Straight roll stealth check. This is how well you manage to hide the bones.
23.
Pretty good. Unless they specifically scour the area for a day or more, they're probably not going to find the bones, and therefore are likely going to never figure out that this wasn't a direwolf attack.
Alright, and then after that, Skins is just gonna head back after taking the time to dig that out.
I look at Skins worryingly, and I show him that my pouch of gold is empty, and my undershirt is gone.
Yeah, he turns inside out his bag of holding, which should pour hundreds of items out at this point. And the only thing that drops out is one of his alchemical jugs he keeps in there.
All my magical stuff are in there, but all my non-magical stuff
Yeah,
is
like,
not in there.
Everything he
My
wears
pockets
on
are
his
empty.
person that's magical is there, but he has nothing else in that bag.
I think I want to stop being you know a. Let's just go. Let's go. I'm poor.
Hey, maybe this is character development. Now let's get out of here before they show up.
Development. we killed him and put him in a sword.
Besides that one, okay, we're gonna look past that for now. Maybe Godwin knows how to do something.
Hey, do you want to join our party? I look at talk to the sword.
He looks back and goes, "Just give me some time, man." Oh,
I understand.
Just
We're about to
quit
make this guy have Stockholm
experimenting with unknown magics, says Nim.
Yeah, I will stop. Let's go home.
Chester actively warned you for this, and next session.
Yep. And actually, as Nim says that, and skins don't disintegrate people anymore unless it's actually needed. The guy, as you say, something about the, not experimenting with magic, he peeks up out of the sword yet again, like his voice pipes up. He just goes, "Actually, draw another card. Maybe it'll free me. It was only good last time." Yeah.
Do you think so?
It's a magic trick. It'll free me. I'm
Okay.
almost certain. Because actually, have me draw the card. Stab the card with me.
Okay, yeah, okay. Well, don't stab it. I'll put it on your health, okay?
Well, no,
And
because if I'm not the one who reveals it, it'll work for you, right? You have to use my blade to activate it.
Oh, you use your health. Like you'll pick it up, not stab the card.
Well, whatever you think's best.
Yes, and I'll do that.
Okay, roll another d22.
Skins is running.
This is to the sword. This is to the sword, not to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Skins is running away. Skins is running away.
I know what that is. I know what 13 is. That's where he gets 1d3 wishes.
Let me look at this actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13
He gets to
flames.
1d3. No, which one are you looking at?
I just looked up Dick Many Things magic item.
I'm looking at many things from the Dungeon Master's Guide. Number 13 is
okay.
Moon, which is 1d3 wish spells that you can use.
Moon.
You're granted the ability to cast the wish spell 1d3 times.
All right. Roll a d3 for me.
I have an actual d3.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll that in person. This sword gets wishes, guys.
Yeah.
Bro, dude, Thomas becomes the Wishblade.
He gets one wish.
Don't let him out of that sword.
That's sad.
He gets one wish.
Your house later tonight, bro.
Do what?
Don't let him out of that sword. I'm coming to your house later tonight, bro.
He has one wish as a sword. What is he gonna do with that wish?
slave.
Oh my god. What's he gonna do with that wish?
He feels this power enter him. He just goes,
What is it? Wait.
Nothing. Don't
Did
worry.
something happen? Is it working?
Don't worry
Do you
about
feel like you're becoming a human again?
No. I think I can do something, but I'm not certain, and I don't want to test it right now.
No. We should test it. We should see if you can actually. Okay, try. I don't know. What do you mean you can do something? Like,
I don't
what does
know.
that mean?
I have to feel it out. I feel like there's some capability within me now. Draw another one.
Capability.
Draw another one.
Sure. Yeah. Oh, that makes sense. Yes, I'll do it with you again.
You're literally listening to a guy trying to get out, bro.
21.
Skins is gonna yell out.
All right, what's 21,
Oh.
bro?
Vizier. At a time you choose within 1 year of drawing this card, you can ask a question in meditation and mentally receive a truthful answer to that question. Besides information, the answer helps you solve a puzzling problem or other dilemma. In other words, the knowledge comes with wisdom on how to apply it. He could ask how to get out of the sword.
Actually, yeah, he's immediately going to do that. He's going to immediately ask, how do I exit this blade? How do I become myself again?
I don't know, man.
And no, not to you. But
No,
like,
he has to say it out loud.
oh yeah, he asked that, and if knowledge floods his mind, and you can sense a elevation of self, and you can sense like the presence of the sword gaze over you guys, like your party. Hopefully, to get out, you have to bring me to the clay not the clay family, the dust family. They're connected to the clays. In the mountains.
They can save you?
Yes, they can free me. If they break the blade there in their magical kennel, they can save me.
Oh my god.
Yeah, talk to Clay Caduceus. Caduceus Clay. He knows them.
I know him.
Yeah, find him. He knows the dust. They're in some mountain in the middle of nowhere. But they have a magical kennel, and if they break me open there, I will be able to come back. Technically.
Skins, we know what to do. All we have to do is take him to Caduceus Clay. Remember him? The one that ate the noodles, the rainbow noodles with us. He can save him.
I remember Caduceus. He can save him.
He can
Skins kinda, like,
he
looks
can
at
take him
the
to, he
sword
can take him
with
to
it.
a family that can bring him back. So yes, he pretty much can.
Okay, Skins is going to like. Okay, did you have to touch the sword, or you have to like actually be wielding the sword?
You have to touch the sword. As long as you have your hand on the blade, you can hear its
Okay.
telepathic connection.
Okay. So Skins is going to gently put a hand. Skins is going to gently put a hand on the sword. So, if we take you to this guy, we can free you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good news.
Oh my god.
Bear with us a bit. We don't know
gonna be a
exactly what
journey.
Caduceus is, but luckily, it's gonna be a journey. But we at least know him, so.
Hey, I guess you are part of our party now until we save you.
Please save
Welcome
me.
to the
Please.
welcome to the Faded Few Sunblade?
Sunblade of something. I haven't thought of that part yet.
Sunblade of
Sunblade of the Few.
Yeah,
Sunblade
yeah,
of the Few.
that sounds cool.
Yeah, that sounds sick. All right, come with us. You have to come with us. I have told you to do that.
Yeah, I don't really have a choice, do I?
You don't do the, no, you don't. I think we should stop pulling cards for now. See, so was that your power? Was to be able to find out what to do? Was that your power?
Yeah, sure. I think that was it. Yeah.
I want to make an insight check.
Make an inside check with advantage, because you're holding him.
With
You can literally
advantage?
feel his thoughts half the time.
You feel his thoughts.
I mean, it's the same way with your your shield. Like you get information from them that they technically aren't speaking.
17.
17 versus a regular guard stat blocks deception with a 2.
Well, he's a level 5. He's a level 5 now. Remember?
Oh, technically, but he's still a fighter, so it wouldn't matter.
Yeah.
He's lying. That wasn't the thing he was talking about, but you don't know what the thing he was talking about is.
Just don't lie to me. I'm the one holding you. So you do have that power still.
Yeah, I just don't know what it exactly is, and that he isn't lying about.
Okay. We'll find out
Yes,
later.
Sunny for short, Nim. Yes.
We'll find out later. Do you like being called Sunny for short, or you want to be called Sunblade of the Few?
I don't care.
Okay, let's go, Sunny.
If you're announcing me, announce me as Sunblade of the Few.
Of course. You have a sick name now. Are you sure you want to go back to a person? That's a really cool name.
I'm pretty sure.
I understand. Yeah, guys, let's go. We need to leave.
Skins is gonna walk up back to the rest of the goblins. I
Why
guess.
can't you guys do anything
But,
normal, bro? Everything you do has to be
This
something
is the coolest.
wild.
This is the coolest thing ever, dude.
Stage 2, fellas.
Stage
Stage 2.
2, we got the deck of many things. We made a person a sword. Let's go, baby.
Okay, well, Eden's BRBing right.
He's back.
Oh, never mind.
All right, so you return to your village.
Eden,
section.
we have to go back to Caduceus Clay to fix the sword.
No, I was there for that part. We are fixing that sword, bruh.
That's what Godwin thinks, but we're fixing the sword. We're fixing the
No,
sword.
I need
bud.
more slaves.
Well, you don't know about the sword yet. We're going back to you right now, so.
All right, you return to your little outpost. Now, most of the way through, only about 50 goblins remain when you hear a more forceful marching down the hill. This time, scouts report the remaining few, and this is most of the Sharik that still stand here. A portion passed through to defend the others, but out of the maybe 75 remaining Sharik, which is the major military force in the area here, only about 10, 15 of them are remaining. They're just here to hold off for long enough. And about 50 goblins remain. You're going to pop one more of these before what scouts attribute is about 200 members strong, and led by King Dwindle himself, makes its way up here. You also know that Luke is part of that procession, as one of the goblins tell you of a short archmage-looking fellow. Aridia doesn't even attack that force, and instead retreats closer to you guys and runs up the hill looking at you guys and shouting a warning. And she just goes, "They're coming very in force. I've fought most of them. I can't fight that. I'm going to hide. Take as many as you can with you. I recommend running. As many as you can. You're not going to get all of these folks through."
Skins is gonna look at Godwin. Godwin, how much time left?
Only about 2 minutes left, but they're not far enough. He might complete that
minutes.
spell before they come.
Hold them off.
That. Skins is gonna try and think for a second.
William, summon a demon.
Good idea! Nini, we can do it both. Oh, no, man, that was the other character. I'm gonna summon the demon.
Alright. You summon a greater demon. What, Bulgur, I'm assuming?
Wait, I can cast it up higher now, can't I?
5th level is your max.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll just pull a Bulgur out and just send it out there for a minute, and if I feel like it drop, I'm gonna probably summon another one.
You hear you send the Bulgura out, and a chanting begins, and then you feel the severed connection. That doesn't change a lot because it stays around for a few seconds and makes some havoc. You're sure it did some damage. But
Is it dead?
now the Bulgura it disappears after a few seconds of fighting. It doesn't remain very long, whether because it died or just went back to its plane after breaking the connection, you don't know. You guys are either going to have to fight the remaining, which you have no idea how much it is because your scouts have retreated here, as the Shriek are readying themselves for a final stand in this scenario. You guys have the decision. Out of the 50 remaining goblins, including yourselves, you can take about 20 of them. Would you like to take the remaining Shriek or the remaining civilians? Any of the that you leave are dead. Like, if you take all civilians, there will be 15 civilians remaining plus the 15 Shriek. If you take the Shriek, you'll take 5 civilians with you, and the other 30 civilians are dead with no defense.
Skins feels like this decision's on him.
Yeah, your father's been through it. He was
gonna
one of
look
the
at-
first I went through.
Yeah. Skins is going to look at the Sharik. Look back at the civilians, the 50 civilians. Look back at Godwin, looking around to everyone. Skins looks up at the sky. His eyes turning a bit blue as electric kind of starts pulsing around him. He takes a deep breath looks around, looks at the Shorik again, and then speaks in Goblin, in thaumaturgy, and says, "Men, women, and others, we are here to save our people. We shall fight to the last goblin and show that we are not a weak race. We protect our own, and we all shall become the fear Ilki. We stand to fight our own, to protect our own people against this outrage, this blasphemy of ignorant, arrogant people. Stand with me, Sharik. We shall fight for as long as we can." And then Skins is going to, without thaumaturging, give out a goblin shout, and he's going to wait until the civilians are free, until the civilians are good.
So you're sending the civilians home.
Yes.
Or to the Rosan. The spell completes. Are you, as a party, passing through, or are you staying?
Skins looks around, looks at William, looks at Biel, looks at Fabian, looks at Nim, looks at everyone. I have to stay.
I will stand by you, brother.
Shall as I. And I pull up my sword.
No! The thaumaturgy happens again when he says that. This is not your fight. This is mine. This is my people's fight. Do not let me drag you down. And do not worry about me. I'll be okay.
I am not leaving you again. If
Me
this is
either.
your fight, I am joining you in this fight.
Skins.
My brother was not your fight either. Yet, even though you just met me, you saw it through to the end. I shall do the same for you.
You stuck by me whenever I unlocked all the gods into the world, so I'm helping you here.
You took care of my sister when I wasn't there. I'll stand by you.
You see Skins kind of start tearing up, looking at all of you. If any of you die, I'm killing you again.
Well, considering I have a habit of that with this party, well, oh well.
Skins kind of like gives a small smile. Looks back at Godwin. Godwin, if things get too rough, if we have to retreat, be prepared to cast that spell.
I have plenty of spell slots left.
Takes a minute
I'm
to
talking
cast.
about... I'm just saying get it ready. Whenever you can, we'll protect you as much as possible.
Fold my clothes.
I raise my sword up and I yell, "We are the fated few," at the people that are charging towards us.
We are the fated few. As the battle commences, it is heavily a easy walkthrough for the Dwindles. You guys face the battle, but your goblins are shredded before you without a second thought, it seems. Most of the goblins never stood a chance. And you see Luke fighting alongside this army. Mostly you see pain on his face, though there is no way he can defy the king without immediately being crucified, more or less. The goblins around you, especially not the Shriek, just the other ones, the civilians that remain, the only 5 or 10 that remain, are shredded. The Shriek stands stronger. Very similarly, they are shredded. You guys are left to face about 150 people, including Archmage Luke and King Dwindle. You note Dwindle has a seemingly invulnerable protective force field. You're not certain if that is because of some item he's wearing or what. You just know that none of the goblins that have ever struck him have made a dent. Even when Skins fired, the damage wasn't substantial. The arrow passed through to little to no effect. Every spell that you cast, Godwin, is immediately dispelled or counterspelled. There is nothing you can really do here. And I'm assuming Godwin's been casting the spell and holding it till the end of combat. They're not going to kill you. Luke refuses to use his most powerful spells and is more holding them off as if he's in reserve. King Dwindle is prancing around, stabbing people on horseback, seemingly enjoying all of it. And there's no way you could have protected them. You fought to the last goblin, and you've killed about 50 of them with your aid, which is far more than you ever should have expected to do. But now the ones remaining are the most elite of the bunch. And there isn't a whole lot you can do. You know that if you stay for very long, Luke is going to have to unleash his more powerful spells, and you know that King Dwindle, if any of you go unconscious, will not stay the blade. Are you guys going to retreat magically? Because there's not a whole lot of points staying.
Yes.
Yes. So as Godwin sees where the situation is getting, he's gonna try to get to the fringes of the battlefield, and he's gonna yell as loud as he can.
Fated few, whoever remain, come to me. We must leave.
BL is he doesn't even run. He gets on all fours and starts hoofing it.
I fall back and run towards Godwin.
Only about one of the remaining Shriek last, and only because Nimi is pumping healing into it every time it gets shot, riding on her back toward the exit. So out of the entire squad that you had to leave behind here, you teleport out with all of you plus one Shriek who is extremely injured. On the other side, you see a slightly hovering Essek, a very tired looking Caleb, and about 80 goblins in the small chambers beyond. You rejoin in that little dome-like structure room.
I don't know what to do. No.
There's a whole lot of people here. There's a lot of goblins, and they all are fearful, and they see that no more goblins are returning, and therefore understand likely what
I like to.
You said that.
I like to do one more thing before Skin's interest with Bat. Chase, could you please mute your phone?
Yeah, mute yourself, ho.
Yeah. Okay. Skins, as the army is gaining closer, Skins looks dead in the eyes of Prince what's his name? Prince Henry?
Do what?
Is his name Prince Henry?
I don't think you've ever asked his name.
No, I know what his name is because he had literally stabbed Henry with a engraved
it didn't have his name on it.
impale.
All it said was Prince Dwindle, the new king. That's all it said.
Oh, I thought it said Prince Henry. I remember Prince Henry on that, but okay, never mind.
I think that was because you associated Henry with the prince.
No, because you actively said Prince Henry, but I might have just misheard you. So anyway, Skins is gonna look at the prince, staring him down. His eyes still blue, and if you allow me, will there a small thunderstorm happen?
I mean, at this point, I figure there would be some sort of storm. It wouldn't be very intense, and you've also recognized something that you just now understand. There hasn't been a whole lot of storms in a long time, oddly enough, around you. But this time, there is a small thunder roll and a lightning strike in the air. Nothing
Yep.
intense and nothing that would make it obvious. Just around a little bit.
Yeah. Skins is going to use thaumaturgy and say, "You attacked my people. Expect retaliance." And then Skins is going to jump into the portal as it fades away.
As you say that, you just hear King Dwindle chuckle to himself and go, "Goblins," and look back toward his men as you disappear. And during this fight, he saw you guys teleporting people out. The one time before they had really entered the fray. And once again, you guys are in a blackish gray dome-like room with glyphs on the ground and about 80 goblins in the hallways. And as you guys push through and the people file outside of this castle thing, not castle, but tower of Caleb, they eventually find that you and them also eventually find your way outside, and you see Jolts healing those who come through injured, specifically that one shriek that came through with Nim on the back, or back of Nim, I mean. You guys filter out and stand now in a small field-ish courtyard section around side Caleb's and Essex towers. The night looming forever on this part of the earth, or Exandria. You look around and see all of the goblins filling this area, and, surprisingly, a small regiment of what look to be Kryn Dynasty soldiers wearing beetle-like looking armor, though made of metal, some of them carrying mantles, and all of them looking kind of on edge. Alongside what looks to be the Bright Queen herself standing around the edge, obviously having rushed out here once goblins started filtering into the yard, and has been standing here for a good while. She shouts out through the fence as she sees some familiar face, specifically Nim. "Why are there goblins everywhere, Nim? You're a goblin. You look important. Why are there goblins everywhere? One of you."
She talking to me.
She's talking to anyone that's answering. She's just looking
Okay,
around at
okay.
goblins. She looks at you next to Nim.
Okay. Good. Do I see my father anywhere in this crowd?
He's in the crowd, yes, but he's like in the injured person section.
Okay.
Nimi said something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
their village was attacked. Yes, their village was attacked. So how did they get here? Did Caleb teleport them in? Essex?
Skins will raise his hand above the goblins. If I may speak, Bright Queen. Skins
Yeah,
kind
you
of
seem
walks over
important,
up
sure.
to the. Skins is gonna like start walking up to the front row. Having Bat follow him and pretty much standing on Bat, so he somewhat be on eye level. I am the prince of these people, and I know the sudden appearance of about 800 goblins, some armed, can be very, very dangerous. But I did ask permission by Caleb. Caleb agreed. And I humbly ask, as Prince of Emeralda, a small respite for my people. They won't be here forever, unless some choose to stay. I only ask of you for a small respite until I can move my people somewhere safe.
Yeah, sure. Fine. That's okay. Do you have food? See some, but I don't know how long it'll last you.
Uh, my goblins, they are very skillful people. They know how to hunt well, and I'm pretty sure most of them can fend for themselves.
If you're used to eating
Skins kind of like looks at
rats,
the.
that's fine. But you have to walk more than a day outside the city to find any sort of wildlife.
Skins will kind of like look at his people. Kind of stand on Bat, kind of almost towering over them as Bat is he's a large bat.
Wow.
Yeah, my people. I do not know how much gold you all have together, but I wish, just for a time being, to help each other out. If there is times where your family or friends or your fellow tribesmen need help, please help them out as much as they can. Whether for food, for work, anything to make it by here for just a tiny bit. I promise I will get us a place that is a lot more safer than where we were before.
Several of them begin to nod and move around. Jolts, being the churchman he is very good at collecting donations, and so pulls out a communion box and begins to walk around calling out for donation and charity to fellow goblins. Several begin to put coins in. It's not a lot of money, but it's enough that if you needed food, which you do, but not an immense amount, you could probably buy a week's worth. And so Jolts takes the money and looks at you, nods, and begins to head off to market. The Bright Queen looks at this in like a confused state and just goes, "Do you have a way out? Walking through the open waste, even as large of a tribe you are, is dangerous."
Sorry, I couldn't pay attention because Mom called me. What was happening?
She asked, "Do you have a way out? Because even as large a tribe you are, it's still dangerous to walk through the open waste."
I have a way out coming soon. It is in the menagerie. And I have to talk some things out with him there. I have a way there. I just need some time.
Alright. I guess we have no responsibility to do anything for you or against you or whatever. If you all need work, specifically the ones who look like you can fight back there, just come on over. I can supply some jobs if you need money. Always Druger to fight. And she whistles a small tune, and the Kreen soldiers begin to take their glaives and blades and make their way in a military square formation down the street back toward the palace. You guys are left here in the middle of Rosanna with time against you and on your time at this, or on your side at the same time.
Am I muted?
No, you're not muted. You're good.
Okay. Well, I couldn't listen again because Mom called me again. So what did I miss?
I just said that you guys,
Sorry.
they called the soldiers away, and you guys are now here with time both on your side and against you, with food and having plenty of time to get out of there.
Okay, so what's being against us exactly?
The fact that you have about a week's worth of food, and that's it.
For everyone?
For the entire goblin village, yeah. For 800 people, you have about a week's worth of food.
Okay.
Because they all piled their money together to buy food.
Okay, Skins is going to look at the Bright Queen. You don't mind if some of my people work for money so they can feed their families, correct?
No. And she's walking. She's actively walking away at this point. Do what you feel you need. Just don't try and
Okay.
kill anyone. And they've left at that point, shouting back at those last words.
Skins just gently nods and then looks back at his people, feeling happy that he could at least save this majority of them. Skins just sighs in relief. But then before he leaves, Skins is going to once again speak to everyone. Times are tough right now, but if we work together, we can become much more stronger. Just work together, try and find some temporary jobs, some you might not like, but please help each other. And I'm going to do my best to make sure we can all return to our normal lives again. And
They begin to
at that
go about
point,
their
Skins
way.
is going to...
Yeah, they have nothing particular to do, but they're just starting to build little shelters like tents for the wounded and stuff.
You just hear goblins like, "Oh, yeah."
Godwood's my hype man! Okay, Skins gets off bat, gently pets him a little bit, but goes over to everyone, looking at them. You are the craziest people I have ever met. But thank you for staying with me. That really means a lot.
You would have done the same
He has done the same.
many times. Skins, as far as I am concerned, my life is yours. As your friend, and as your adventuring party member. We are in this together, my friend. Do not bear this weight on your own. Although this is not my people, or even my country, I will do everything in my power to alleviate their pains and help you make it through this.
Thank you, Godwin. Thank all of you. I need to go see my father for a bit. We must make haste to the menagerie. I doubt we are going to be able to go to the Dwindlian Empire anytime soon. They know our names. They know our faces. I do not think we can go back to Rexentrum.
By the way, Eden, they're on the way.
We're going to have to go even longer.
Oh shit! When did they leave?
Now. They're leaving right now.
Oh!
Yes, motherfuckers.
But, for now, we stay out of the Dwindlian Empire. We do not go there at all.
Right.
There's a lot of issues in the Dwindles, but sadly we're not the ones to help until either the prince has faltered or an arrow goes through his skull. I do not care which one. I'll be back. Just get some preparations. William, I know you're broke.
Yep. I'm wearing armor as my clothes.
As you say, I know you're broke. The sword peeks up again, just goes, maybe drawing another card will fix it. I don't know, just a sword.
Oh, yeah. By the way, guys, welcome our new member of our team. The Sunblade of the Few.
Who is that? Where did you get it? William, did you
Hmm?
grab another cursed artifact?
No, 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 no. Okay. I did
No,
not.
this one's homemade.
No, no, I didn't touch it. So you remember the cards I could do you remember the cards I could pull out to make an illusion?
Yes.
Skin's friend could change magic weapon items to make items, and so I put it in there, and I magically created a new deck. This guy pulled it out, and then became a sword after Skins killed him.
William, what the hell?
I didn't do anything wrong. If anything was, I didn't know what the cards were. Skins' friend didn't know what it was. He pulled out a card. He was okay. He had a cool new sword, which is what he is now. He was using it a lot, and then Skins shot him, and now he is the sword.
So, it is cursed, and it sucks your soul into it when you die.
I believe so. But we know how to fix him. You remember Caduceus Clay, the people part of the Mighty Nine. He can save him. And I'm thinking. Do you know what these cards are?
I could discover. If you just give me a moment with them.
That takes the mystery out of him. Just pull another one. It'll fix your issues.
Do you want me to?
Yeah. It
Okay.
caused you to go broke. Of course it'll give you money.
Oh, that's true. Okay, that is true. He became a sword, and then we found out how to fix it. I went broke. Maybe we can find a way how to fix that.
William,
Okay, first, yes.
I'm
First,
going to kill you and put you inside that sword.
how about we
Throw you
first?
to the bottom of a lake.
Let's first find out what these cards are, and if we find out it's okay, then I'll pull it out.
Boring.
Fine. Give me the card, William.
The card? I'll hold the deck with you because I don't like people stealing my things.
Fine.
William, just give him the cards.
I know he's holding it. I'm gonna also touch it. I don't like people stealing my
It's not
things.
cursed.
I know. I don't like people stealing my things.
Godwin walks up to William and places a hand on top of the card, and a purple mist begins to seep out of his hand, and it wreaths the cards and also William's hand since it's in proximity. And he casts Identify to discover the magical properties of this item.
It's a deck of many things.
It's a deck of many things.
I pulled back my cards after I found out you finished the thing. And I'm like, what's that?
A deck that holds many things.
Yeah, I don't know. I asked. That's pretty much the name. Pretty much gives it out. So if I pull something, a thing of many things happen.
Yes, each card can produce a ill or good effect, as I'm sure you've already seen. And they range from very good to very bad. So I would advise you to be wary and not pull a card now that you know.
Got it. I understand. I close the pouch up of cards and I put it in my pocket.
All right.
Okay.
Judging from what it's done to him
And me.
and
Yes,
what it's done to
bad.
you,
You mean
maybe
what
we
you
should
did
give
to
that
me?
to the Mighty
He calls
Nine.
in your brain.
What, mine or William's?
Williams, because he can't actually say anything. But William's holding the sword. So he just goes, "You mean what you did to me?"
I think he's mad at us. He said that we did this to him or you did this to him. Yeah, kind of did.
Okay. It is your fault, William. This is all on you. See, I thought I was protecting you, but apparently you made him go into the sword.
I didn't shoot him with an arrow that killed him. He wasn't even
That's
attacking
because
me.
I thought he was going.
He attacked the tree and said it was cool, and then you shot him in the head.
Why everybody quiet? Hello? Bro, why is everybody quiet? What's going on? Come on, bro. What is going on, bro? Alright, well, I guess that's gonna be the end of the session. My internet's out for whatever god reason. Alright, yeah, that's gonna be the end of the session, I guess. That's a bad ending, but we'll get back to it, whatever. Just watch the next episode. It's not that big of an issue, is it? Alright, see y'all later.